Hello everyone, my name is Nava. I'm currently working in SOA Platform Design in Service Platform Development Unit under our senior manager Bu Tami Saditidar and my manager in SOA Platform Development, Mas Dodi. And here in this video, I want to share with you about the review, the things that I've been done for these 3 weeks in Telkom. So first thing first, let's talk about SPD itself. Actually, in SPD there are 6 sub-units which suddenly will pop up in here. And if we talk about SPD, it's about everything about SOA, Telkom SOA, and then integration and everything in between about that. If you ever heard about AI, SDP, and then WSO2 and service bus, those are pretty much everything tools that we use in SPD. So let's moving on to my first week in SPD. In SPD, yeah, for the first time, I feel the culture shock, culture adaptation, like that. And it's also confusing because suddenly Mas Dodi as my manager asked me to join the Cut Life AI project or re-engineering the AI project, which is, yeah, I didn't understand at all about it at first, but yeah, I need to learn, right? And then I also assigned by Mas Dodi as the project manager of soaportal.telkom.co.id, which is it's a project which enhancing the SSO portal itself to become more reachable, and then we want to create like a document online management. So everything about the documentation, API or requirement or D2P project will be covered in SOA portal itself. And SOA portal currently now under the production, so I also hope that it will be done soon. Moving on to my second week. In this week, the most exciting part is when I joined the mini SOA session, and in this session, we talk about the further improvement of SOA platform itself, which is actually moving from SOA platform into MASA platform or Mass Apps and Services Architecture. The most slightly different between SOA and MASA is actually about the view. Us as the intermediate in the integration unit is we need to widen our scope of view between SOA and MASA. In MASA, we not only focus in basis layer like AI and SDP and also southbound layer like backend system, but we need also widen our view into the application and development layer, which is there is the place that the integration request or the request of API come from. So basically we need to engage ourselves in the development itself to make the everything about the integration to be more robust, to be more reusable and to be more recycled in the future. For example, when we want to add IoT platform, smart city platform or other OTT platform into our existing SOA or integration, we need to build some guidance to make the development more agile and simplify the development itself. And this is actually still a homework for us, and make sure that everything runs well when we implement the MASA framework itself into our integration. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I do in my second week that I can share. Instead, I also still joining the re-engineering of AI and SDP project in this week. Move to the third week. In this third week, actually I assigned in the IndiHome Mail and IndiHome Cloud integration processes, which is where I first time meet the real user of SPD. And here we discussed a lot with them about the requirement processes and what SPD actually can support in their development. And I do need to learn a lot about this process. I mean, yeah, I do learn a lot in this discussion about a lot possibility that could happen in the integration process. And we did some discussion also, hard discussion, and finally be able to find a solution for the integration process for IndiHome Mail and IndiHome Cloud. And yeah, to be honest, when I first met the user, I'm a little bit nervous because of the lack of knowledge and little knowledge that I understand about the existing business process. But that's the real challenge that I need to find out and to figure out how can I adjust myself into the aligning process right now. I think that's pretty much all the thing that I can share about my first 3 weeks in SPD. And every input is actually very welcome to improve myself, and I hope everyone in my unit is watching this video because I do really need their advice, their critique to improve myself. And see you in the next video.